What's the intel, ladies and gentlemen? It's Ender, and welcome to the first episode of D&DWatch. This is the series where I take an Overwatch hero and try to build them within Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Assuming you already have a basic knowledge of the games and a few of the rulebooks, you can jump right in and follow along. I'll tell you the books you need to get started along with each hero. With that, let's jump right in. This week's hero is... Lucio. Lucio is a fun-loving Brazilian musician on rollerblades. Yeah, that's a sentence. This build requires Xanthar's Guide to Everything as well as a player's handbook. Here's how to build him. For the purposes of this build, Lucio is a Glamour Bard multi-classed into Fighter. The Glamour Bard is why you need Xanthar's Guide to Everything. Assuming your character's at level 20, you should be Glamour Bard 18 and Fighter level 2. For the race, pick a variant human. For your background, choose Entertainer. For his alignment, choose Chaotic to Neutral Good. In terms of his ideals, say that he plays to make the world better. I'll have more detail in the description. His starting stats, including racial ability, are as follows. Strength is 9, Dexterity is 16, Constitution is 14, Intelligence is 10, Wisdom is 10, and Charisma is 16. Keep in mind that this build does use the point buy system. His final stats should be as follows. Strength is 10, Dexterity is 20, Constitution is 14, Intelligence is 10, Wisdom is 10, and Charisma is 20. The feats taken are Mobile, Crossbow Expert, and Athlete. Mobile gives you extra movement and makes you immune to opportunity attacks provided you make a melee attack. Crossbow Expert, for the purposes of this build, essentially removes the reloading feature from crossbows. Finally, Athlete ensures climbing doesn't cost you any extra movement, and it adds a point to your strength or dexterity. For your proficiencies, and you're going to have a lot of them, take Acrobatics, expertise in that, Athletics, expertise in that, Insight, Medicine, Perception, expertise in that, Performance, expertise in that, Persuasion, and Sleight of Hand. At first level, with Acrobatics and Performance already given to you by the Entertainer background, it's best to take Athletics, Perception, and Persuasion. For your starting equipment, take a light crossbow, Entertainer's pack, the D&D equivalent of a subwoofer gun, you're probably going to have to figure that one out, leather armor, and a dagger. The only note I can give this class is to get a hand crossbow ASAP. Don't worry, bards are proficient in that, so theoretically you can get one at first level. The key spells for this class are as follows. Thunder Wave for the boop, because that pushes your enemies back as well as damages them. Long Strider to give your allies a speed boost. Healing Word to give your allies a healing boost. Mass Healing Word is the real healing boost as it's practically AoE. Mass Cure Wounds, which is your amped healing boost. Vicious Mockery, which you can flavor as Lucio's subwoofer gun, as it's basically psychic damage done by sonic waves, sort of. Blade Ward is like your nerfed ult because that gives you resistance to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage. Heroism is your real ult as it gives your allies temporary hit points. Add Dancing Lights in there because, you know, why not? And Haste for an amped speed boost. At first level, take Bard. This is where you get your Bardic Inspiration, which is a d6, and adds to allies' attack rolls, saving throws, and skill checks. Also at this level, you gain Spellcasting. At second level, multi-class into Fighter level 1. Take the Defense Fighting Style, which gives you a +1 to your AC, and Second Wind. At level 3, take another level of Bard. This lets you get Jack of all trades, which lets you add half of your proficiency bonus rounded down to any skill you do not have proficiency in, including Initiative, and Song of Rest, where you add a d6 to your allies' short rest hit die. At level 4, take another level of Fighter for the Action Surge, where you can take a bonus action to give yourself an extra full action. From level 5, it's going to be all Bard levels. At level 5, Bard level 3, you gain Expertise, which lets you double your proficiency bonus in 2 skills of your choice. Bard College, which you should take Glamour. And with your Bard College, you gain Mantle of Inspiration, which expends the Bardic Inspiration die in order to give your allies temporary hit points and let them move up to their speed without taking opportunity attacks. You also gain Enthralling Performance, which isn't that important for this particular build, but when you do perform, it allows you to charm people into idolizing you. At level 6, Bard 4, you get your ability score improvement. Put both points into Charisma. At level 7, Glamour Bard 5, you get Font of Inspiration, which allows you to regain Bardic Inspiration after a short rest, and your Bardic Inspiration upgrades to a D8. At level 8, Glamour Bard 6, you get Mantle of Majesty. Again, not exactly important for this build, but it lets you get a free command spell. You also get Counter Charm, which gives your friends advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed. At level 9, Glamour Bard 7, you don't get much of anything, except a free spell slot. At level 10, Glamour Bard 8, you get an ability score improvement. This time around, take the variant human version, and take +1 to Dex, +1 to Strength, Mobile, and any proficiency you don't have. At level 11, Glamour Bard 9, your Song of Rest upgrades to a D8. At level 12, Glamour Bard 10, your Bardic Inspiration upgrades to a D10. You get another bonus to expertise, so 2 more proficiencies. And you get Magical Secrets, which lets you take 2 spells, including cantrips, from any class. At level 13, Glamour Bard 11, you get absolutely nothing. At level 14, Glamour Bard 12, you get an ability score improvement, take another variant human version, add 1 to Dex, 1 to Charisma, take the Crossbow Expert feat, and any proficiency you don't have. At level 15, Glamour Bard 13, your Song of Rest upgrades to a D10. At level 16, Glamour Bard 14, you get another Magical Secrets and Unbreakable Majesty. This forces your opponent to make attacks on targets other than you. At level 17, Glamour Bard 15, your Bardic Inspiration upgrades to a D12. At level 18, Glamour Bard 16, you get another ability score improvement. This is your last one, so take Variant Human, +1 to Dex, +1 to Wisdom. Athlete, take the Dexterity upgrade, and any proficiency you don't have. At level 19, Glamour Bard 17, your Song of Rest upgrades to a D12. At level 20, Glamour Bard 18, you get your final Magical Secrets.